Then they were not even close to mediocre. And now they are AFC champs. They're going to the Super Bowl. Here's Zac Taylor after the win.
Certainly, but I don't know that it'll ever be as special as a moment we just had right there. It's pretty cool to be a part of.
Next question is Dennis Dodd. Dennis?
Zac, I know it's early in the game and it's only halftime, but when they don't convert there near the goal line right before half, does something go through your mind? Okay, here we go. We got a chance. We got an opening.
We always talk about good and bad, learning from our previous experiences. And that happened against Jacksonville earlier in the season. The people who've watched us, we were down by 2 scores. They went for it. Our defense got a stop going into halftime on the goal line and prevented a 3-score lead. And so we've got that stuff in our memory bank. So when our defense makes that play and we're down 11, just like we were 4 or 5 weeks ago against the Chiefs, 11 going into halftime, we knew that we were going to be able to go win that game.
Next question is Jay Morrison. Go ahead, Jay.
Zac,
hey, can you guys? I'm sorry. Can you guys mute? I'm sorry. Someone's got an open mic and it's hard to hear.
Can everybody mute their lines, please? Please check your lines and make sure you're muted. Thank you. Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, Zac, I forgot what I was.
I think Paul had his screen unmuted, so I couldn't understand anybody. But go ahead, Jay.
No, I was saying that rushing fewer guys and dropping more in the second half, was that going to be part of the plan all along, or was that a reaction to what you saw in the first half?
You know what? It's at times pick your poison with those guys, because you blitz them and they're going to hit their speed in space quickly and get some big plays. You drop some more guys into coverage, and Mahomes is generally going to have more time because you're resting fewer guys. So, again, it's just about stealing possessions, and our guys did that twice in key parts, and that's kind of the key to victory for us.
Going back to Kelsey Conway. Kelsey?
Hey, Zac, I just want to follow up on 2 more things. Can you talk about the play that B.J. Hill made, obviously being a player that you guys signed right before the season, coming in and making a game-changing play like that, and then just the overall performance of Joe Burrow today?
Yeah, I mean, we always say tips and overthrows, got to get them. And so B.J., right place, right time, he got the tip ball. We were able to finish off with a touchdown, on that drive. So huge play by BJ. He's really exemplified everything that we're about, joining us at the beginning of the season and stepping in and being a huge part of what we've done. Joe Burrow, there's nothing I can say that I haven't said before. You want to make sure that the game is in his hands. Then those critical moments, we had a lot of discussions about what he liked in overtime. I wanted to make sure it was the things that he liked the best. He gave me great feedback on that. We were able to get him called. And our receivers made the plays they needed to make. Joe Mixon finished strong in the run game with their offensive line. It was really just a fitting way. The pass game got us to where we needed to be in position to kick a field goal. We felt like we were in range, and then those guys took over in the run game and made it even easier. So that is the way we want to finish the game, and I'm really proud of those guys.
Next up is Ben Baby. Ben?
Yeah, hey, Zac, sorry for missing this while relocating to the stairwell here.
Sure.
How big have these turnovers been throughout the playoffs for y'all, and why do you think this team yet again has continued to find ways to get these takeaways when y'all need them the most?
It's something that we have stressed for so long now, and you never know when it's going to start paying off. And they've come in bunches for us. Our guys have just done a great job, players and coaches, stressing the turnovers, and they've done it. And Ben, to answer your first part, when you're playing great teams like we are at this stretch, you got to have more possessions than they do. And so it's a big part of a 3-point game is probably because you're on the right end of it because you got more turnovers than they did. And I don't think that was any secret today.
Next up is Charlie Goldsmith. Charlie?
You've spoken about Joe Burrow's experience in the biggest moment since you drafted him. Could you feel that today on the field?
Yeah, I mean, when the game's on the line, he's going to figure it out, and whether it's with his feet or extending plays. He kind of made a comment last night. He's going to try to rush for 100 yards, and I don't know how many yards he ran for, but he sure took off there in the fourth quarter and made some huge plays with his feet. And that comment he made last night in our quarterback meeting kind of registered with me that, he realized he didn't have enough yards rushing again. He's going to try to get them all in the fourth quarter. So he just finds a way to make plays when there isn't a play to be made. Makes my life much easier. There doesn't have to be the perfect play call. He's going to figure it out. Probably called one of his all-time favorite plays in the third quarter, and it did not work at all. And he scrambled, and he found Jamar coming across the field on a scramble play for big play. You guys can probably look it up and watch what play it was, but that's his bread and butter. It was a disaster. The coverage took everybody away. They blitzed us. There was nothing there, and Joe figured it out, and so just really proud of the effort that he had today and putting us in this position.
Next up, Jay Morrison. Jay.
Yeah, Zach, why Trent Taylor, and how long have you had that 2-point play in?
Trent, that plays in the Shanahan, McVay family. We've repped that for a number of years. We've never called it here. We've kind of repped it in and out for the last couple of years. Trent's got that lateral quickness that's really good. TB could do it too, but Trent, he's had a lot of reps on that play over the years, I would imagine, over the last 5 years. And so we had started working that play with him probably 3 weeks ago. Whenever he was elevated, we started putting that one in and put him in. That's the only play that's got his name on the game plan. It's a low red zone play, and we dialed it up for the 2-pointer. So he did a great job executing it. We could see the signal from the DBs the moment he motioned over, and we knew we had a good look, and he capitalized on it.
Last question goes to Dave Lapham. Go ahead, Dave.
Coach, in terms of both offense, defense, two games now, one in the regular season, one in the conference championship game, where it was kind of like a Charles coming in, other time during the course of the game, or on a series-by-series basis.
I can guess how to answer this one, but I didn't hear enough of the question.
On the sideline, what's the key? What's the secret to the great? We were doing stuff post game. Just got to it here. Just basically.
I love you, Dave. So let's.
What's that? Can you hear me?
Hi, Dave. We're having trouble hearing you with your connection.
Let's go to the next question.
That's all the time we have.
I'll take one more. Give me one more. That one didn't count, Zach.
Okay, here we go. We'll go to Tino Bavenzi. Tino, go ahead.
Hey, Coach Taylor. I'm not sure if my connection's any better, but if you could, just encapsulate what this means for the city of Cincinnati and the people who have waited so long for this win, because I know they're going nuts right now.
Well, first of all, I'm happy for this team and everyone in the organization, but you can't help but think about all the people back in Cincinnati celebrating right now, and all the people that were here. It felt like half the stadium, at the end of the game when the game was over and all of our fans got down there. It was a special moment. I'm so happy for the city of Cincinnati. They've waited for this moment. They've supported us waiting for this moment. Couldn't be happier that hopefully we can get them all out to LA. We can figure that out, get the planes, the shuttles, the trains, whatever we got to do. We got to get all these people out to LA because we know we're going to be playing a California team. And I know the fans are all probably hoping for the 49ers, because what better way to go than the most recent one that they had. But either way, it's going to be fun, and we're going to have our best on that Sunday in the Super Bowl. So appreciate the fans. Wouldn't be here without them. Thank you all.
Great. Thanks, Zach.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.